Welcome, beautiful, to the Creating Change podcast with Emma Bradford. Creating change to fall back in love with ourselves and life. Each episode, I'll be offering insightful stories, concepts, and practical takeaways to inspire your day, reconnecting to the authentic essence within. Are you ready, lovely, to embrace yourself even more and awaken to the magic life has to offer? Let's dive into today's episode. Hello and welcome to another episode of Creating Change with Emma Bradford. In today's episode, I'm sharing another expansions message for you, all about abundance, all about connecting to the very abundance and wealth in life. And this is a huge topic. Obviously, we have the physical material world and we have money in this human experience, and this can bring many options for people. Also, it's a source of a lot of limiting beliefs, fears, doubts, worries, stresses for some people as well. When there's a lack of money, money is very connected to our survival and how we perceive our survival. And obviously, the amount that we have doesn't need to impact us so directly in that way, though how it's perceived in society, it can feel like that. And we don't actually need a huge amount to survive, though there can be a lot of stresses and worries related to money, whether we have it, whether we don't, if we have a lot or we don't. There can be many different levels of these stresses and worries of investments and banks and bills and standing orders and checks and payments and overdrafts and all these things. And sometimes we perceive our success related to the amount of money that we have or what we consider the abundance that we have. And in this message, I wanted to expand a little bit more about that, about what is abundance really? Is it only the financial side of things, or is it more? Because really, we are all abundant beings and we have so much wealth in our life. When we expand the perspective and realize that it's not all about money, it doesn't revolve around that. So in these expansions messages, which are these messages that come through my personal practice, when I ask my higher self or that all-loving part within, ask for answers about different struggles or worries that I have or things that I witness in society. And I just write and notice what comes up in the journal. So I'm sharing another message with you today from that, and I'll read it out now. It's not about whether you succeed or don't, gain money or don't, accumulate the material wealth or don't, tick off societal list of achievements or not. Is about opening your heart to the truth that lies within all, opening your heart to the very thread that connects humanity and every living creature and being. To only focus on the physical realm and forget what animates the physical, what creates the physical, is to miss the core essence of life itself. It's the non-tangible. It's the currency of the heart that is the real abundance, the abundance that you get to keep. So as you hear those words, just notice what comes up for you. Notice what your definition is of abundance and wealth in life. And notice what helps you feel abundant outside of the world of money. What other things help you feel abundant? What other things help you feel rich and wealthy in life that don't revolve around money? Money's not good or bad, it's what we do with it that's important. Though for this episode, I'm just opening up the perspective a little bit and really inviting this curiosity about what is abundance, what is wealth, what is richness in life. And what are all the different ways that we can connect to that? that we can feel that we can remember that we are abundant beings, that we have so much of what we want right here, right now already. It's simply just about opening up to that, seeing that, remembering that, living life from that. Yes, of course, we have the physical side of things and we have bills to pay, we have jobs to do, we have all these things. And still, let's not forget the heart, the human heart, that really is the greatest source of abundance there is when we connect to the very truth of it. I feel abundant when I consider all the wonderful food that I have access to and that I have growing in my garden. I feel abundant when I think of my friends and the wonderful support that is around. I feel abundant when I think of the air that I have to breathe, the fresh air when I'm out in nature. I feel abundant when, fill in the blank. Notice what helps you feel abundant. And the more we connect to this can also have a knock-on effect on our finances and our money in our life. But first, just remember that there are so many gifts. Perhaps not all of those gifts can pay bills in the direct sense, though it can certainly have a knock-on effect on our health and well-being that then can influence all the other areas of our life, including our finances. Back to the heart is always back to the heart. That's the real abundance. That's the real currency. That's the abundance we get to keep. I'll leave that there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being you. And I love to hear your shares, hear your thoughts on this. You can connect to me on social media. And also please share this with a loved one. Wishing you a beautiful week. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, beautiful. You're amazing. All resources and links can be found on my website, www.emmabradford.net. Link is in the show description. Do come and join my community and share your takeaways from this episode. I'd really love to hear. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes. Until next time, I wonder, what magic will you experience in life today?